All right. This is officially the first demo of recording on my sim. So what I'm doing is hey everybody. Up behind me is a Canon 80D with a Tokita wide-angle spherical lens. Down in front of me is my cell phone, which I'm using as a voice recorder to patch in the sound. I may get a mic at some point. What I want to do here is I want to use the ambient sound of my speakers, but I also want to capture my voice. And so this is kind of a test today to just see if I can kind of figure out the audio on that. So I'm in my hangar, as you can see. Now what's really nice about this is that because I'm not recording my screen, you don't have this, like, it's not like a freaking tilt-a-whirl where you're gonna get fucking puked on because yes, my screen is moving around and you can see that, but my ambient area here, my sim and everything, is not. So when I watch videos, I really don't like watching a screen recording. And that's what most people do. It's just, I don't know, it's not real enough for me. So the idea behind this, and the reason why I'm starting this channel and this platform, is that I love the simulator. I love to fly. I love to manipulate controls, and this to me, now you can't see my Discord screen up top. I have it cropped off there up above. My head is probably in the way. In fact, if I lean back, you can probably see a little better. I'm sure you can see the top of my head there, but anyway, so CitizenCon just ended. It is 5:58 Central Time, so less than an hour ago. No, I'm sorry, a couple hours ago. Also, just for the record, this is a little shout out to my buddy Hilda. That is a Blue Heaven background on my watch. Some of you, give me a shout out if you know what Blue Heaven is from. All right, so I just bought the Shiv.
Welcome to the ASOP vehicle retrieval.
I don't know if that's too loud or too quiet. This is an experiment. It's very possible that I have to adjust sound here a little bit. The ambient might be too loud. I don't know. That we're experimenting here. So let's go through my ships. I am a quality sort of guy. Everything that I have is LTI. I am not only playing the game, but I'm also forming a collection. This is one of 2 accounts that I have. The other one, which I'm planning on gifting to a friend of mine if he ever purchases a PC. Anyway, so let's go through what I got. These are all LTI. So I've got a Redeemer with some cool paint. I don't fly that much. It's kind of just for the cool factor. Yeah, I like it. I think I'll hang on to it. The arrow, I do not own an arrow. I think this is kind of like a glitch. I did have an arrow in game a couple years ago, and this is kind of glitched in here. So I'm not sure why that's there. The Asgard I spawned it for the first time this morning in my hangar here. I have not flown it yet. Also LTI. The Asgard, I've got the copper looking paint. The C1 Spirit, great daily driver. I'm anticipating that the Asgard will become my daily driver and take over for the Spirit because I can fit more in it. So we'll see. These are kind of my daily drivers. The Spirit I got, I don't know, one of the best in show paints. It's purple. The Herc is great for just carrying stuff. My buddy really likes the flight deck on the Herc, and I think I got the green paint and also the black paint. I did get the Wolf. I gotta fly it a little more. The first time I flew it, I wasn't a huge fan, but it's okay. I definitely like the styling, and I also got the white paint on that, the Frost. These pulses, these are all LTI placeholders. I bought a whole mess of pulses LTI when they were really cheap so that I could upgrade and have all LTI ships. So these pulses, you'll never probably see me drive a pulse. It's a death trap if you ask me. There's 9 pulses that I have, which are just LTI. Those are just waiting to be upgraded. I got Origin 100, little runabout. My favorite ship in the game, forever and always, is the 300 series. The 300i with the moon paint and the carbon interior. To me, that is a stereotypical spaceship of the future. I love the wing on the back. I love the sleek look. I like to explore, and I'm about the cool factor above and beyond anything. So whether it has guns or stores stuff or can run missions, I don't care about any of that. The 300 to me is the coolest ship in the game. And I have a dream someday. This is the 3rd generation of my sim. If I ever do a 4th generation, it is going to be an entire room in my house that is built to look like the inside of a 300 with bunks and everything. I'm the son of a carpenter. I have those skills and abilities, so we'll see. The 315 and the 315 was an old ship. That is the only non-LTI ship that I own. That is going to be gifted to my other account to be given to my buddy. The 325, I think that's a glitch too. I don't believe I own that LTI. Not sure why that's here. 600i LTI. That is going to be my off-grid base camp. I know they're talking about a rework, and I kind of bought this. I had a 600 in game a couple years ago. I love the look of it. It is probably, in my opinion, it's the best looking big ship. I do like the 890, but it looks a lot like a boat to me, not a spaceship. And I'm a boat guy. I live in Minnesota. I got a big boat. I like to be out boating. Love boats. I love the 890. I might even have one someday. But it looks like a boat, not a spaceship. So the 600 to me is the largest, most futuristic spaceship looking thing to me. And I realize that, it's really refined and really fancy. And yeah, it doesn't do shit right now. And that's fine. They're talking about reworking it. Hopefully it gets reworked and then I get a bunch of cool new features on it. But right now, the 600i with my Cyclone and my Ursa Medevac, I think is my off-grid solution. The Aurora, don't know why that's in here. I do not own an Aurora. I got my Ursa Medevac. Also, I own one LTI Cyclone. I don't know why there's 2 in here. So that's kind of what we got. So, you know what I'm going to do? Since I've never flown the Asgard, I really want to check out the Shiv because I just got it today. I'm going to just go out of this. Just for the record, I've logged out of the game. I've logged out of the launcher. I've restarted. I don't know why my Shiv is not appearing in here. I'm not going to worry about it. Let's look through one more time. Pretty sure. Yeah, it's not in here. So what we're going to do is we're going to load the Asgard. And so now we got some serious bass. That's from my bass speaker down below. So we'll see how the audio levels look. That's my baby. I love the Cyclone. I'm going to turn that down just a little bit. Just because I anticipate it might be washing out my audio. I love the Cyclone. I love off-roading in the Cyclone, and I love the blue paint. I love blue. The darker the blue, the better. So, here's the Asgard. It's got that cool kind of, I don't know, is it copper? It's, you know, it's more like a rose gold. Watched all the videos and stuff. It looks like a pretty cool ship. And I know everybody's done the like walkthroughs and the reviews. I'm not doing that. I'm not looking for views here. My goal in this channel is to create content that I want and gameplay and have fun. My goal is not to solicit for views and subscriptions and likes and comments, and I'm not trying to make money. I don't care if this channel costs me money, to be honest with you. So yeah, you've all seen the reviews, whatever. Not going to go through it. Here's the Asgard. Voila. So let's do some flying. Like I said, I have not flown this ship before. So this is what's really cool. If you don't know what Game Glass is or how it works, these screens out here are connected via Wi-Fi to my PC and thus to the ship. Now, I just set this sim up. I do not have a hard landline right now. Believe it or not, this is running off Wi-Fi. I know that's crazy. I'm going to be putting a landline in. I just got to bring it up from the basement. I haven't done that yet, but it seems to be running good, which it blows my mind. So if something glitches out and the shit hits the fan, that's what it is. But the cool thing is this is just a little cheap tab, and I just reach up. I can reach either way. I got dual controls, and I hit master. There's all my shit. I designed these screens, and I might change them around. Here's thrust. Yeah, get some bass. My buddy said I should get a rumble seat. I said, with this bass speaker, I don't need a rumble seat. So now I just switch from my hand on my mouse and my hand on my gaming keyboard on the left. I just bring my arms in, and I'm on my joystick and my thrust lever, and my arms sit perfectly on these arm pads here. Pretty perfectly. So let's do this. I got my thrust limiter over here. At some point I'll go through the individual controls, but right now let's not make this any more boring. Let's just fly the damn thing. All right, we got the hangar. We're gonna do a little lift off here. I want to turn some lights on. I kind of like landing lights when I'm taking off or landing. And I'm going to put my gear up. And now I see a little light there on the screen. I'm just kind of waiting to hear the hangar door be done. I could look up. I can do that too. I got one of those. All right, here we go. Collision alert. Really? Don't tempt me with a good time. All right. We are in New Babbage. I'm not a singer, but you'll probably hear me sing. I'm going to turn my light off for daytime ops. And let's try this baby out. Get an external view here. Yeah. She rumbly. Oh, damn, I left my ramp down. What a amateur. All right, so let's go over this way. And I'm just gonna go full stop over here out of the way. And then let's see here if we can find. You guys probably know. I don't know where the. How do I close the exterior? Yeah, open exterior engines. Okay, we don't want to turn those off. Power. We don't want to turn that off. Open exterior. Close exterior. Yeah, that did it. Okay. Man, we're flying with the door open. Crazy. Well, let's just have a quick look at this. It's not a review. Just take a quick look at this. Try to do a nice pan and shot. Oh, also, I did just get a head tracker. I may use it from time to time, but to be honest with you, I don't love it. It's a little too. It's a little too much movement for me, and I really kind of like a forward view. Yeah, it's a cool ship. So another thing too is when I'm in first person view over on my thrust lever over here, I also have this little thing so I can kind of look around a little bit. So, you know, do I use that much? No, I really don't, to be honest with you. But anyway. Yeah, she's feeling pretty nice. I'm not going to make this video too long. I like flying like a real airplane. Nice little flight. She going. Yeah, it's a pretty nice ship. Thrust back a little. I really like the speed limiter and the thrust over here together. Alright, there we go. New Babbage Spaceport. Also, a lot of people fly super fast and crazy. I don't. I don't like to crash. I like to kind of do it like a real airplane. So I'm going to go ahead and hail air traffic control here. There's my cyclone, there's my hangar. We'll get a little altitude here. Hangar request complete. All right. Scanner's working. Okay, so. Looks like my hangar door is opening. Gonna go gear down. I love that the gear down puts you into like a slower mode. It's kind of like flaps and gear on a real airplane. That's pretty cool. So there's our hangar down there. And I think I'm gonna do this. So we can do this legit. I don't want to do an external view. My goal, I external view now and then, and I love looking at the ship and all that, but my goal is to fly it first person when able. So I'm going to bring my thrust limiter down a little bit. Got the prox warning on, so hopefully that... Oh, am I hitting something? No. It's just my thrust. Just my thrust, just my thrust. Alright, hangar door is closing. We're going to get up to our 0 degrees pitch. I know, you guys probably land super fast and all that. I don't do that. I just like I like precision. I'm all about landing safely and doing things the best I can. For me, going fast to a mission and all that is not my goal. I take a lot of pride. And then I go thrust limiter 0, I go thrust off. Pretty cool. There she is. Not bad. So, I think what I'm going to do now to hop out of my seat on either screen here, I just push the chair. Jumps me out of my seat. I go back over to the mouse and stuff. There I am. So what I'm going to do is... Yeah, let's go down that. Down, boy, down. Hey, get off the ladder. Alright. So this is kind of an audio test for the channel more than anything. Did a little Asgard flight. And now what we're going to do is store that. You know what? What the hell? Let's take another 2 minutes and put the Cyclone on the Asgard. I've never done that. Yeah. Put the Cyclone on the Asgard. Alright. Fire this baby up. Now, for ground-based vehicles, the thrust lever is deactivated, and I have mine set up. My steering and my movement is all with the joystick, kind of like a Mars rover. So left and right is my steering, and then I just slowly push forward, and she rolls. And go forward or back, just with the joystick. It's all right here in the joystick. And the beautiful thing is it stops because of my dead zone in the joystick. So I'm never rolling down a hill and that kind of thing. All right, let's turn our lights on. Do a nice big turn over here. Oh, I love the Cyclone. Ooh, overshot it. Alright, let's put the Cyclone on here. I know a lot of stuff fits, like the Centurion and maybe a small ship or something. It's kind of cool. I actually saw someone... Oh, I hit something. Oh, what am I hitting? Okay, so let's take a look at our external view. What am I hitting? I shouldn't be hitting anything. Cool. What? I didn't do it. Alright, well anyway. Thrust. Master. Exit. Let's have a look. I don't know. Looks pretty good to me. Yeah, there's a lot of room in here. Oh, she's hot. She's sexy. Look at that thing. You know what I love? Even though the 300 series Origin is my favorite ship, I think my favorite single component in Star Citizen is the wheel of the Cyclone. I mean, what a engineering marvel. Let's just look at that for a second. You got the sprockets on the inside. You got the cool tread out there. I mean, it's really kind of moon rover looking. I don't know what exactly holds the wheel on the axle, but you know, let's be honest, it is what it is. But yeah, it's such a, look at that. Got that nice shine in there. You got the texture on the wheel here. Now, I don't know what this stuff's supposed to be made out of, but I know some of the new Moon Rover wheels that are using nitinol. If you don't know what nitinol is, it's pretty neat stuff. They use it in stents for heart bypasses, and it's kind of a memory metal. It's really neat stuff. You can get some really cheap and play with it. You can bend it around and warm it up and cool it down and make it do different things. But the cool thing is it's a lot of flexibility, and depending on how it's made, there's different variations of nitinol. But anyway, that is my Cyclone, the Cyclone wheel sitting in the Asgard. You can see there's tons of room in here, blah, blah, blah. Everybody's already done all those videos. What can you fit in the Asgard? Yeah, I'm not that guy. I'm not doing reviews, and I'm not doing, you know, you see the same old, and my goal is to offer you not the same old. My goal is to offer you this view with a little bit of fun commentary. I like to think I'm fun. And I want you to see the sim. I want you to see the controls manipulated. I want you to be part of that experience with me. So, that being said, I think I'm going to wrap this video up. Let's see, our terminal's over here. I think I'm going to store this stuff. Actually, did I have another Cyclone? Yeah, I got a Cyclone over there that I forgot to paint my Cyclone, and then I claimed it, so now I got a bum Cyclone sitting over there. But and I don't know where my Ursa is. I cannot call my Ursa, which is kind of funny. So let's just store this stuff. See you, boys. Alrighty, and we're gonna call that the first video. I'm gonna put this stuff together, do a little audio testing to see what's too loud, what's too quiet. Please comment and help me help you. Tell me, hey, the ambient sound is too loud, or the ambient sound was good, I like it, we want more, or you're too far from the microphone, or don't use your phone, get a real digital mic. All of these sorts of things. I do not claim to be an expert by any means. No part of this is expert or intended to be. So I am learning. This is a process, and we're doing this together. If you are here and you are watching this video, let me just say thank you. Thank you for finding me. I hope you appreciate the approach I'm taking here, and we're going to have some good times. All right, Aster out.